back to my kitchen. Today I am making my homemade chicken fried steak with sausage gravy. So I'm just going to get started, and right here I have probably about a fourth of a pound or so of pork sausage, and I've got it cooking here. So we're going to stir this up a little bit. Probably on about low to medium heat. Like I said, it's about a fourth of a pound of pork sausage. And I've got it all browning up a little bit here. I kind of like to start my meat browning a little bit when I'm cooking, so I try not to get my videos too long, but sometimes they last a little longer than I want them to. I try to make easy, simple recipes. This is actually pretty easy, so I hope you guys all like it. So I'm starting my sausage for my gravy, and we're going to just let that get browned up a little bit. And also I have a pan back here that's got about 2 cups of vegetable shortening in it that I'm getting hot, that we're going to kind of deep fry our steaks in. So I'm going to turn this down to about medium low or so until I get ready to turn it up a little higher so it's hot enough to cook. And it shouldn't take too long, maybe about 20 minutes or so for this recipe. I think you guys would really, really like this. Okay, so as this is cooking, turn that down a little bit, we are going to start our recipe for our batter for our steak. Now, what you're going to want to do is I go and I buy just cube steaks. You can just go buy regular steaks and pound them out if you'd like to do that, but I like the cube steaks, so we're going to use them. And I have about 2 cups, probably about a cup and a half of flour here. So to this flour, you're going to want to add some salt and pepper, and probably about a half a teaspoon of each or so. And we're just going to mix that up a little bit. And then we're going to take another bowl over here, and we are going to add some half and half. Probably about a half a cup or so. Let's see, maybe about a cup. Let's do a cup. Cup of half and half. Now you can use buttermilk or milk or whatever you prefer. So, stir the sausage up a little bit. Make sure it don't get burnt on us. So, oh my gosh, and the cabbage rolls that I did, they turned out so good. You guys are all really going to have to try that. It turned out really good. Very yummy. Okay, so now to this milk here, we've got about a cup of milk, and I got some baking powder. We are going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder to this milk. And to that, we are going to also add a teaspoon of baking soda. Some salt and pepper, probably about a half a teaspoon of each. So, and 1 teaspoon of your minced garlic. It's probably a lot better with fresh, but I like buying the minced so I don't have to do all the work. So, it's still good. Okay, and then also to this, we are going to add 1 egg. tablespoons of flour. Okay. And we're going to whisk this all up here a little bit. Like I said, it's a pretty easy recipe, but your steaks, your chicken fried steak turns out so, so good. So, and I'm hoping to get this both done, the chicken fried steak and the sausage at the same time. Let's see how we do. Okay, so we got that all mixed up really good. And I turned my heat up a little bit on my oil here that I've got cooking. So about medium high, we're going to let that get good and hot. And then we're going to stir all of our sausage up here a little bit. As you can see, it is getting done. And right about this point is where I add flour. We're going to turn this down just a little bit, and I'm going to get my steaks going, because you're going to want to cook these about 3 to 5 minutes per side. And what we're going to do with these is we're going to put them in our flour first. Press them in there, put the flour all over them, get them nice and coated with your flour. And we're going to dip them in our liquid mixture. Turn them a few times. And then we are going to put them back in our flour. And then put them into our oil that's nice and hot here. Now I've got 3 of them here, so we're going to do another one. And my sausage is getting nice and brown. So dredge this here in our liquid. Let it drain off a little bit. Put it back in our flour and into our pan here. Got one more. Woo! And as you can see, I'm making a mess again. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how messy I get when I cook. Oh man. But that's okay. You all know how I cook. But my meals turn out oh so good. We're going to have to stir our sausage up a little bit more here. I've got it on low. So, but it looks like it's cooking up really good, and it's just about ready. Okay, so got this in our liquid mixture here. Dredge it really good. And put it into our flour. And it looks like we might have to wait a few minutes until these 2 get done. I don't think there's going to be enough room here in our pan for the extra one here. But let's see. Okay, we're going to wash our hands. So messy. Yeah, this is really messy. Okay, so that's been in probably about 2 minutes or so on that one side. We'll give it a couple of more minutes. Done with that. And then we are going to come over here to our sausage, and we are going to add a couple of tablespoons of flour. Probably going to use all of this, so this is 1, About 2 tablespoons there. Gonna mix it up really, really good here into our sausage, and there's like a little bit of oil here from your sausage, so just mix it up really, really good. And then you're going to want to add, I've got 2 cups of milk, so we're going to add that. Just going to pour it in. Going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're just going to sit and stir that up, and you're going to want to bring this up to a boil. So we're going to put it on about medium-high until it comes up to a boil. And as this starts to boil, it's going to thicken up on you because of the flour we put in. So I'm hoping I put enough flour in there for it to thicken up. If not, if you don't put enough flour in, you can always use a little bit of cornstarch if it doesn't thicken up enough for you. But I think it should be enough here. Okay, so we'll let that come up to a boil, and we are going to turn, we're going to turn our steaks here. They've been cooking on one side for about 3-4 minutes now. So we're just going to turn that over, turn the second one over. Get them cooking nice. And then I'm going to stir our gravy some more. And you're going to want to keep an eye on your gravy and stir it every like minute or two so it doesn't stick to the bottom, because usually this gravy seems to stick to the bottom of the pan a lot. I think when it starts to thicken. So oh, this is such a good breakfast, and I woke up this morning thinking, oh my gosh, I want chicken fried steak. So I went to the store like at 6:30 this morning and got me some cube steak and came home and thought, well, I might as well do a video, right? So, and I haven't put my quilt on yet for the next auction, but I'll do that today for sure. And we'll start the auction today. So I'm sure everybody's getting excited for that. I've already had a lot of comments on how beautiful of a quilt it is. So I'm pretty excited about that. And this is starting to come up to a boil now. And I'm hoping it gets a little thicker than it is. I might not have put enough in it, but maybe I did. I'm hoping. So, and how is everybody doing today? Today is Sunday. It's such a pretty day here. We have had a lot of rain, but I like going out and standing in the rain. We haven't had a lot of really good days here. Utah weather is so finicky. I mean, you can get snow, rain, sleet, sunshine, all in one day. It's very, very weird. So, and I don't know, you know, places that you guys live, your weather might be, you know, just like ours is, just really weird weather. Okay, so this is boiling. We're going to turn it down to low. And these have been cooking here probably another, probably about 3 minutes so far back here. So we're going to still leave these in a little bit. And I've got it on about medium-high or so. I think I'll turn it down just a tip to medium and see how they turn out. Now I've got a plate here to drain these on. This chicken fried steak turns out so yummy. I think you guys will really, really like it. You know, it just needs a few ingredients, and so pretty easy. And this gravy looks like it's thickening up, and we've got it on low. So we're gonna just let it sit here and cook a couple more minutes until our chicken fried steak is done. Oh my gosh, it's so yummy. I don't know, sometimes I'll just like be sitting here or something and I'll get a hankering just for something, you know, like that I haven't cooked for a long time. And actually I haven't done homemade chicken fried steak for, I'll bet it's been at least a couple of years. So alright. Definitely getting dark on that one side. You don't want it too dark, but we want it to get cooked. So I flipped it one more time, and hopefully this will get done. Oh yeah, yum yum. And then with the gravy, the homemade sausage gravy topped all over it, it's out of this world. You guys are really, really gonna like this. Two plates out here. Alright. Okay, it looks like it's getting just about done here. So we're going to shut that off, and we're going to shut our gravy off. We're going to give our gravy another stir here. Oh man, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, and we're going to take these out. Yum, yum, yum. We are going to put them on the paper towel so they drain real good. And I'm going to take this other one that's been sitting in our flour, and we are going to put it in our pan here and let that one cook up. Guess I better turn that back on, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. There it goes. Okay. I'm going to turn that down to about medium. Alrighty, so we are going to assemble this now. We're going to put one of them here on our plate. And we are going to cover it with some gravy. Oh yeah. Oh, so good. Oh yeah. Yum. This is the best chicken fried steak you guys, I think, will ever eat. I mean, there's a lot of recipes out there for chicken fried steak, but this is one of the best that I have ever made. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. And here's the end result. I hope you guys can all see that. Very, very good. Okay, yum, right? And this is the end of my video. And thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I hope you really like this recipe. And if you haven't subscribed to me, please do. And hit that thumbs up button for me and ring that bell. You all have a wonderful day.